"I don't have mama. Can I spend a day with you, ma'am?" begged the little girl to the female CEO. The morning sun had barely kissed the glass towers of downtown Manhattan when Elena Hartwell stepped out of her black luxury car, her heels clicking sharply against the marble sidewalk. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. Also tell us in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? She was the kind of woman people whispered about in boardrooms. Sharp, brilliant, and ruthlessly successful. At 38, she had built a billion-dollar company from nothing but a dream and 2 sleepless decades. She had everything the world said mattered, but somewhere along the way she had forgotten what truly did. Her assistant hurried beside her, reading off a list of back-to-back meetings, conference calls, and decisions that would affect thousands of employees worldwide. Elena nodded without really listening, her eyes fixed on her phone, scrolling through emails that never seemed to end. That was when she felt it, a small, tentative tug on the hem of her blazer. She stopped walking and looked down. Standing before her was a tiny girl, no older than 6, with wide brown eyes that held the entire ocean inside them. Her dress was clean but old, her hair neatly braided with a crooked ribbon that someone had clearly tried their best to tie. She was clutching a worn stuffed rabbit to her chest with both arms, as though it were the only thing keeping her anchored to the world. Elena looked around, searching for a parent or guardian, but the little girl was entirely alone on that busy sidewalk, people rushing past her on every side without a single glance. "Excuse me," Elena said carefully, crouching down despite her tailored skirt. "Are you lost, sweetheart?" The little girl shook her head slowly. Her lips trembled just slightly before she found her courage and spoke the words that would change Elena's life forever. "I don't have a mama," she whispered. "Can I spend a day with you, ma'am?" "Just one day. I won't be any trouble, I promise." Elena's breath caught in her throat. Her assistant made a move to call someone, perhaps security or social services, but Elena raised her hand and stopped him without even looking up. Something about those eyes, something raw and honest and devastatingly pure, had reached directly past every wall Elena had ever built around her heart. "What's your name?" Elena asked softly. "Lily," the girl replied. "And where do you live, Lily?" Lily pointed down the block toward a small shelter building that Elena had walked past 100 times without ever truly seeing, with Miss Carol and the other kids. "But Miss Carol is sick today, and the other helpers are busy, and I saw you and you looked kind." Elena felt something crack open inside her chest. She, who had been described in magazines as formidable and untouchable, had been seen as kind by a 6-year-old with no mother and a crooked ribbon. She cancelled every meeting that day with a single quiet word to her stunned assistant. She took Lily's small hand in her own and asked her what she wanted to do. Lily's eyes went wide with wonder before she answered. She wanted to see where the clouds go, eat pancakes with strawberries, and find out if butterflies sleep at night. So that is exactly what they did. Elena took her to the rooftop garden of her building, where the city stretched endlessly below them, and Lily declared that she could almost touch a cloud. They went to a little cafe where Lily ate 3 full pancakes stacked, with strawberries and whipped cream, and laughed with maple syrup on her chin. They visited a small botanical garden where a butterfly landed on Lily's finger, and neither of them breathed for a long, golden moment. As the afternoon sun began to set and Elena walked Lily back to the shelter, the little girl stopped at the door and turned around. She reached up and wrapped both her small arms tightly around Elena's neck and held on. "Thank you, ma'am," she whispered into Elena's shoulder. "You smell like my mama used to." Elena held her back just as tight and felt tears fall freely for the first time in years. She did not let go for a long time. From that day forward, Elena became the shelter's greatest supporter, funding, volunteering, and most importantly, returning every single Saturday to spend time with the children, who had nothing but enormous hearts. And every time she arrived, Lily was always first at the door, ribbon still crooked, rabbit still in hand. waiting with a smile that made the whole world feel possible again. Sometimes the smallest hand reaching up to you is actually the one pulling you back to who you were always meant to be. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Kindness True Stories, for more beautiful, heartwarming stories just like this one. Your support means the world to us.